Well, I got a beautiful evening here, about 6 o'clock. Temperature low 80s, humidity is a little high, absolutely no wind out there. And that's out there, and what's in here? Gun we're going to shoot this evening. Ruger. And it's a Black Hawk. It says here on the side, Ruger, Old Army. What's this 357 box, huh? That's interesting. Not sure if they ship these things that way or somebody swapped boxes, but I think this might be the original box with this gun. Got this used a couple years back. I think we fired it once. There's the Ruger Old Army on it. Blued version. We shot a total of 4 6-shot groups. All used a 4.57 cast round ball. First 3 groups used a reduced target load, and the 4th one used a larger powder charge. We'll go direct to the shooting and then follow up with the loading procedure and other comments. So, ready for our first string. Wow, that's really a nice sight picture compared to what we're used to. I have a little hard time seeing the square dot. It's our problem, but those sights are perfect. Trigger pull leaves some to be desired, but it's probably about 4 to 5 and a little creep to it. You know, we just got to get used to it. I think that second one's a little lower. Well, so far, for all the talk about the Rugers, it's shooting a nice group, but of course we got adjustable sights so we can put that group anywhere we want. Okay, there's our first string. Alright, third string. The string we loaded up in the gun, and it's pretty slow compared to what I'm used to, it seems like, but we got her done. Try to pay a little more attention to where that dot is on our front sight this time. Actually, we lowered the rear sight a couple of clicks. I'd expected to be shooting lower than that. Where we had the sight set before would actually be a pretty decent spot as far as shooting bullseye targets, because you want a 6 o'clock hold. You want to hold lower, have the bullet actually a couple, 2-3 inches above where you're aiming. Well, liking where them last two went. The first shot went. I think there's two there now. Now, so far, increasing that powder charge hasn't hurt our grouping size none. Shooting about where we'd like to see it. I believe that's 6. For this fourth string, I increased the load from 15 to 30 grains of 3F. I have my sights set intentionally not to hit the black 1-inch aiming square, otherwise this gun is accurate enough to destroy my point of aim at 21 yards. The rest of the video compares the 4 targets and shows my loading procedure along with comments. First 3 targets, we used 15 grains 3F and some cornmeal filler. And third target, which would be, if I can zero in on that one, which would be this one right here, we switched lowered the rear sight a little bit, I think 2 or 3 notches. And then on the fourth target we went to a stiffer load, doubled the charge to 30 grains. You know, I'd say about 1 3/4 for those 6 shots, right around a 2-inch group. Ruled out that one shot and just used 5. We're talking 1.5 inch. And the first string that we shot, we're going in at 2 for that. So as far as powder goes, we're going to use our 3F GoX. We have a Lee 1.0 cc powder dipper, and that's what we're going to put in the cylinders. Start out by this. We're going to fill all 6 of them. Not fill them, but put powder in all 6. Again, this is about a 16 grade load, 16 grain load, so designed more for target shooting. And we'll get some idea with this of how it compares as far as grouping ability goes, accuracy and all that good stuff compared to other stuff we've been shooting with the same load. Lost count here. Let's see if that's, yep, that's 6 in there. And we're choosing to use a paper disc between the powder and the cornmeal. Not sure if it's necessary, but I've been doing that before, so make sure they're sitting in there kind of square. And we'll push those paper discs down with this plunger. This is going down a little further than they are in the 1860s, so cylinders a tad longer can probably hold a larger charge that way. We'll have to experiment a little bit and see what size. Here, we get it back on here. I'm going to start out with a 1.6. See where that comes to. It's a little shy. I don't know if we got a 2 here or not. There's a 1.9. Let's try that one. See, that's too much. That looks like about right, so we'll use a 1.9. Might be a little too much. Gotta leave room for the ball, otherwise you're in trouble if you can't get it seated. I'm gonna steal a little bit, take a little bit out of these things because I'm just not confident at this point that that's gonna allow enough room for the ball to be in there, so better to be a little short on this stuff and get the ball seated, and then next time we can come back and use a little more. So that should work out. We're looking for a 4.57. Here's 4.54. Okay, here we go. 457 Lee to cast. And we'll just stick those on top. Not paying any attention to orientation as far as the spruce goes on those things. Set this aside, move in our loading press. Actually, this fits the same size as the, like the Pieta Remingtons, or the, pretty close to the same size diameter pin goes through it. I'll push that down. We've got not a lot of space there on the top. Maybe 1/8 of an inch at the most, 1/16. Hate to have to drive these things down on the top with a hammer. I suppose if you're close, that's what you got to do. Okay, then we're going to run some on our eyeballs here, so I'll make sure they're below the cylinder, and run some lube on those. A little extra on our finger we'll stick on the pin. We'll put this back in the gun and cap it up. Okay, let's see what problems we may run into with putting our cylinder in. We'll try it from the underneath side first, hammer all the way down. Starting it in there, raise the hammer up a little bit. Okay, that looks like it worked in, lower the hammer back down. Now our bolt is in one of the notches on the cylinder. Makes you think twice about taking your cylinder out and loading it that way, that's for sure. Okay, that looks right. It's locked up. Lock that in. Popsicle stick will turn this, maybe. Yeah, clockwise, about a half turn. And that locks this in. We'll just double check. Right, we can't pull that out, so. Okay, we're set to cap it up. We're going to try number 11 Remington. Those look large enough to me to use that. Yeah, that looks like a good fit. So, putting 6 on there and we're be ready to fire. At least attempt to fire. We haven't fired any caps in this cylinder before we loaded it, but I tend not to put a lot of grease or oil down those things, so I'm hoping since a year or two ago when I fired this last, we won't have any problems with misfires or caps that aren't able to ignite the powder. So, load it up. Let's set that on one of their safety notches. Hammer's going in there between two. Be careful where we're pointing that thing, and I think we're ready to take it over to the shooting bench.